Good evening, everybody. I am awaiting a server password so I can jump in, and there we go. And boom, there's the load in. Looks like we've caught in just at the end of turn 0. All the exclamation point, blue list, red list, and turn 0 all function and are working correctly tonight. And this week we have, alright, who do we got? We got Beez as blue player with some B1s, Uplink, a PK ×2, a couple of naked squads. We got some BX snipers ×3, one with a comms relay. And we got a tank, big bad boy, with T-Series, high energy shell, link targeting array, and we can double that with the second one just having high energy and link targeting array. And looks like I'm having issues with the tank models loading in. Yeah, I ain't that worried about it. And on the other side, we've got the Rebel Officer with Strict, Operative Luke with Force Push, Force Reflexes, Barrier, Tenacity, some veterans with a Heavy Trooper, a Mark II Medium Blaster, 2 fleets, 2 Rebel Troopers with a DLT-20, nice little range 4 firepower. There's the other stuff that hasn't loaded in yet. We got some Pathfinders, the Bishan Push, and the A300 Long Range. And we got an AA-5 with a Backworld Medic, Unorthodox Tactician, Shriv Shurgov. And that, folks, is tonight's matchup. Brought to you by the 82nd Legion. Give a shout out to channel sponsor this week, Epic Coast Comics Cards and Games. Located in Chattanooga, Tennessee. And we have an event coming up on August 29th. And there we go. We are in like Flynn. One last thing to set up here. Alright, now that the family matters are resolved for the evening, we got Beez moving up yet another unit of B1s here. Looks like it's just a naked squad moved up there. No, Izzy, I had to deal with the better half, and I went upstairs and got dinner out of the air fryer. Want to thank Fragilities for the follow. A couple of days ago, we had Emperor Ginger Snap 5 join us. And I've got an open co-host seat if anybody wants to join me for the call tonight. It's alright, if Bob doesn't want to play, I'll just play in his place. We got some range measuring going on from the old A-Team van, the Bang Bus. That's my personal favorite for it, is the Bang Bus. The old Kenner Imperial Troop transport that's been canonized for all the right reasons. If anybody else feels like participating, we'll go ahead and play another round of the 82nd Legion drinking game. Grab your glass and pour you a shot, because down the hatch we go. Tonight's drink of choice, Malibu coconut rum. Only because it's what's sitting here, not because I haven't been to the liquor store in a little bit. Alright, we got Dr. Huge activating, trying to figure out which core unit he wants to activate. Round and round it goes. Where it stops, only he knows. And is it the boys in red, or is it going to be the boys in purple? Well, could be the boys in white here as well. Nope, going for the mortar. Got to move out of it. Seeing what he's going to be able to shoot at in the future. I figured I'd take a shot for every B1, for every core unit that dies. That's just my version of it tonight. I mean, there's a lot of core units to die here, and I'm kind of okay with all of them dying. But that's only if you want to play the 10-shot version of this game. Is there any other commands that you guys would like to see and use? Let's make this place just that much better, shall we? Had a sniper taking a shot there. Shot one down. And Purple Boy's taking a move up here. And you're probably going to see a dodge token hit beside him. Beez pulling the special forces here, going to the snipers. Cracking the whip, he looks like. Round and round it goes where it stops. Only the TTS knows. Alright, now that he's got the unit activated. Oh, he's trying to activate the purple ones, not the blue ones. TTS is most definitely TTSing at the moment. Moving up on top of the building for a nice little shot here into it's in range. I don't know if he can see the squad that's in range there. Playing the does it balance or does it not game. Bob, I want to play my game, but I don't want to have to win. That's respectable, I guess. Don't exactly agree with the sniper positioning there, but that's just me. I'm not as cagey as Beez is, and could be the difference reason why he has a regional win and I don't. Is I hate to say it, I got to put my money on Bob. Even though he don't want to have to win it, he's going to play to win it. Got to reposition out of the bus. And a creep forward, putting the middle objective just inside range 3. Want to thank everybody that's hanging out with us tonight. Let's see, Krugar, Bob, Isaboticus, got Florf hanging out with us, Krugar, Ghost Walking, Habmo. Thanks to each and every one of you. Seems to be a small debate about what's going on. Luke is deployed upon the bus. And we are now back to Beez. What's he got? Slight discussion. Probably trying to clear up some kind of game state. Alright, tank number 1 creeping forward. And get the reposition where it's not covering the mini, so he doesn't displace. And we start the creeps it forward, gives it a turn. What can we see? So it looks like a Mark II is probably about to take a shot here from the AAT. Trying to just get it inside of range 4, it looks like. Oh no. Okay. So it won't be a shot from the tank. Dr. Huge pulling out the red DLT-20 Rebel Troopers. Getting them moved up into position here. Sandbags difficult. I was supposed to have the ghost walking game last night, but things happened. Lack of communication between a couple of parties involved. All good. Endless. I watched it last night. Endless did a real good job with it. And looks like it was a move dodge out of the red guys. Let's hope they're not quite like the red shirts in Star Trek. You know. Uh, let's hope some of them come back. Beez going for a PK Series B1. Looks like some double time action here. Keep that cohesion handy. And it looks like they took a dodge. Now over to Doc Huge. What's he got left to activate over here? Special Forces. Pathfinders. Those guys are here in white. I'm not sure if it's worth Bishton stepping out and trying to put a shot in some armor here. Keeps everybody just outside of range 4. So, how much of a meta shift do we see with burst of speed Vader? Is it the huge problem that everybody thinks it is? And this, my friends, is looking really good. Beez has got a tank moved up with a decent shot on the old AA5 speeder truck here. As long as the range is there. Nope. Just outside range 4. Now, Beez could use the tank to body block the center at the end of the game. Same could be said for the AA5, which is gonkless. No gonk. No gonk at all. It's all gonked out. How many more gonkin puns can I fit in this gonkin game? Just gonk it. So after much deliberation, I finally figured out how I'm painting the second AA5 speeder truck I own. And Sweet Tooth is the only thing I can find fitting for it. Replacing the guns on the top with a 3D printed Sweet Tooth head. Lots of pink polka dots and mud. And I'm repurposing the two guns for the top to the side. Legion isn't what you see is what you get, so I'm alright with it. If I drink enough, I'll be better in a gonk. Alright, Beez going to the bag, pulled yet another sniper out. See what we got going on here. Throwing one up top with this one as well. Seeing what he can take a shot at. As cool as this map is, it's got some very narrow shooting lanes in it in places. Only in TTS where the models can sit at a greater than 45-degree angle. Lining up a shot. Probably going to go for the red guys here. We'll see when the dice get thrown here in just a second. And we got a hit, nothing. So it looks like it goes away to cover. Add a suppression and call it good. Alright, we got operative loot. Still in the bus. I don't see a disembark this turn. Well, disembark, jump up behind that statue. I think you might be dropping your payload a turn early. Checking the what could be seen with a silhouette there. And Luke remains hidden for another turn. Beez pulls out some B1 droids. And looks like a double move out of the squad. Keeping that droid chain OL and a kicking. That poor droid has said he's had enough. I don't want to be here anymore. And tried to exit stage left. And that looks like that is the end of one. And while we're in cleanup, I'm going to get to let them reveal command cards. And I am going to go finish fixing my dinner. And take another shot. They ain't killed no models yet. The Legion drinking game, if you're playing by drinking models, you ain't getting drinking. Sadly. I must change this. And I firmly believe that white primer clones is cheating. Then again, I went for simple and effective, not show-stopping. Alright, Dr. Hugh just got his command card down, waiting on Beez. See what we got. Alright, we had covering fire and standing orders. Yep. Let's get that droid chain a rolling. Coordinate is a hell of a drug. Prove me wrong. As far as orders goes over here, we got blue squad, a Mark II, purple squad, and red squad. Mark II took a standby. That was quick. And we had a B1 squad. Dodge standby. How do you fix droids? Give them token sharing. How do you fix Empire? Give them token sharing. How do you fix Rebels? You don't. Alright, going for the boys in orange. Nope. Picking up the boys in yellow. Well, playing the cycle game. Boys in orange. Busting out a 2-speed movement template. Yeah, he pokes them out behind that building. They've probably had a bad day. Pretty smart call there. even in cover 2, I think that squad could get wiped by a single AAT shot. And we're back to Beez, who is... Oh, okay, it was another dodge standby out of the group of B1s there. Seems like a giant game of chicken going on for the middle. Dr. Huge pulling out a core token, hits the yellow squad with it, and I gotta get around there. Double move activation to get these boys up here closer to their brothers in orange. There we go. Fleets have always been good. They just never had a good delivery system. Prove me wrong. And we got a dodge standby out of another unit of B1s here. Beez is down about 5 minutes on the clock compared to Dr. Huge. And there's a lot of dodge standby shenanigans going on. Looks like we got a dodge shoot out of a unit of snipers here. Going for the boys in red. Only shots fired this game have been snipers into various units over here on Dr. Huge's side of the board. Double hit. Spins a dodge. Add a suppression. And it looks like we're calling it good. Rolls a blink. One action sallies, takes a dodge, calls somebody's called Dr. Feelgood. Alright. Sniper unit number 2 going in some Pathfinders. And 2 blanks. The old rebel officer stepping up to the plate. Inspire away a suppression. Passing out dodges. Surprised he didn't inspire the suppression off the red boys. It's a missed trigger. Even though you didn't roll dice, you still went through the rally step. And we got a strike team moving out to a slightly better position here. And keep one hidden, one seen. Ooh, that's a nice little, could be no cover shot. It's going to be tricky. He'd have to go a little, he would have had to have went a little to the right to get there. Just barely puts the Mark II and the Pathfinders in range 4. And that is a no cover shot into a Mark II here. For 2. Spins 1 on the dodge. Got the block, takes the suppression. And Backworld Medic doing medic work, restoring a Pathfinder Mini. Stacking suppression up on those boys. Yeah, they're a little deep in it now. And the bus took a dodge. And I am going to step away for just a second and I will be right back. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, well, gotta do what I gotta do. Bus taking a whole bunch to the face here. Alright, save 3, take 2. I'm not sure on that one. Alright, Izzy, it was a button mispress on B's part. So it looks like he just re-rolled the 2 that he had rolled to use the correct button there. So he didn't count the first 2. We got Luke stepping out of the bus. And Luke's going to find him some cover. Can't say that I blame him. Staring down the barrel of an AAT doesn't seem like the place to be. Beez looks like he's going to sidestep the tank here a little bit. Looks like he was trying to get a shot on Luke hanging out up there on top of that building. All right, is that the end of round 2? Going into 3. Almost expect to see some kind of Luke shenanigans this turn into some Snipers. I don't think I wouldn't want to run all that in there. We're going to get the unorthodox tactician roll here. See who's getting name tokens. Beez with a command card selected already. As far as clock management goes, Beez lost about another 5 minutes to Dr. Huge here. So there's a 10-minute swing. We have standing orders versus assault. Beez with priority this turn. Should have almost perfect or activation control this turn as well. Tactician passing out 2 aims. Beez playing another round of orders around the world. All right, looks like he's going to step out Pathfinders and potentially put a shot into the snipers over here. And on a second thought, looks like he has decided against it. I don't know if leaving them boys hanging out like that's the best of ideas. Move Rico here. And he's got some snipers. Heavy cover. Alright, let's see some of those beautiful dice footage. Looks like at best he can kill one mini here. I'd almost like to see some silhouettes. I don't know. That guy's plenty safe. Alright. Stack up some white, throw it with a splash of black. Show me 2 hits and a surge. Spin to aim, reroll 2 whites. Alright, chat, blanks into blanks. Ooh, 3 surge, spending a second aim token. Oh, there's our blanks into blanks. We got, forgot what a Pathfinder surge to. Surge to hit, impact 1, ion 1. And looks like Beez blocked out of it. Lovely shot into an AAT for it to just plink off armor. Why not? I might have to get some kind of casino set up. Dr. Huge picking up a core token. Looks like he's going to get some Rebel Troopers here. Playing the beta mod roulette with order token to unit selection. Round and round it goes. Where it stops, only it knows. For those just tuning in, we got long march, clear conditions, key positions. You can type in exclamation point, blue list, red list, or turn 0 to get all that info at any time. And while we're at it, Looks like we're trying to get some kind of cheeky shot with the DLT here. Oh wow, 2 crits. Spins the aim for nothing. Add a second red die. Let's hit the roll button, see what we got. 2 blocks. Beez's red dice have been on fire early this game. Let's hope that the dice continue there. Can't really complain too terribly much about Dr. Huge's dice, because they've been pretty good themselves. Beez looks like he took another dodge standby with an activation. Dr. Huge pulls out the rebel officer. Alright, what kind of hands out a dodge and passes it to the red squad. Keeps one for himself and passes it back to Beez, who grabs a B1 squad. They're going to take a move here. We got a double move activation out of a B1 squad there. Dr. Huge grabs a token, goes for the purple guys. He's going to fling them out. And the bus hasn't got any kind of weaponry on it, so that's kind of risky. It's a support bus. And the other squad of DLT-20 here fires off to a crit. Beez gets yet another save. That tank has saved everything that's been thrown at it this turn. Yeah, about that. We got the clones, Rebel Brothers, on the table tonight. We got a Jedi Knight Luke in there hanging in with us. Patrick, thanks for hanging out with me this evening. How's the token business treating you? And by the way, those patron rewards I got this month, they're on fire. Now I just wish I played more X-Wing so I could use those sweet patron rewards. If you like the content you're seeing and you wish to see more of it, tell your friends. Let them know that they need to watch me do more stuff like this, or opening booster boxes. or maybe even the occasional painting stream. We had some snipers putting a shot into some rebel troopers. Looks like they inherited a suppression. The lack of Pierce hurts the modern day sniper wars. Yeah, I need to message you later, or probably one day in the near future. Uh, I'm I went to work for my local game store. What's up, Space Viking? Glad to see you tuning in this evening. How's life treating you up there in the 5280? And we can get some rebel troopers firing back at the sniper squad here. Looks like it's going to be the CMO 93 firing into them. Mm, wow, and they're going to get heavy cover from it. Four white for 2 crits. You don't. Oh, cover don't matter when you roll crits. Holy moly. Beez saved yet again on red dice. When they let him down, it's going to be bad. Yeah, I wish I had a little more advance notice and about $650 in the bank, because I would just make the random trip to the Wizard's chest, because I enjoy it. As I was discussing earlier, local store has one coming up the 29th. This is Cats in the Hats versus Louisvitauntaun. Uh, I'm unfortunately a little biased here. Um, I got to pull for the Cats. Not because I'm on the team or anything, but yeah. Oh, we got another unit of snipers getting ready to activate here. I could see the aim shot here. Spin the aim for Pierce and start getting models off the table for Beez. I think there needs to start being some attrition. We're turn 3. Round counter hasn't been adjusted yet. Beez taking the sniper shot into the red squad. Yeah, and this is match point. We get lucky every once in a while. Now only if I could win a game on TTS would I be happy. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's taking the Germans out this year. They've got something figured out that nobody else has been able to touch. Their lack of shooting is distinctly interfering with my will to drink based on what dies. Because I was taking a shot for every core unit that died. I'm about to be 3 shots ahead of core units that's dead. Got some fleet troopers. Are they going to poke their head out? And is that head going to get blown clean off? Tune in as we'll find out on As the Laser Bolt Fires. I need Tarkin to come into the game so I can create a that was easy button that all it says is you may fire when ready. Actually may do that for the soundboard and the A5 or the A8, the LAT. That's true. Lots and lots of good dice pulls with saves. All saves. Okay, so the bus has 3 wounds on it. Alright, bus is going to move up. Then we're going to TTS and crash the bus. It's in arc, range 2, or range 3. Would a bump in the... Might be just sending the bus to its death to move straight ahead. Then again, I'd like to see something die in this game. Just saying. I guess we're going to have to give TTS gold to the AA5 for his 1080 barrel roll, land on his lid. I think that's fitting. So this is not the first time I've had issues with beta mod loading stuff in. And Beez has got his clock. Beez is only behind about 3 minutes on the clock now, so another quick activation with looks like a Dodge standby. Yep. And looks like we had a named standby out of the Mark II here. Special Forces. Special Forces. Uh, take a shot at some purple boys here. It looks like it's going to be out of cover. Nope, hollow egg gives light cover, so it's going to be a light cover shot. Or go for another no cover shot into the Mark II. That gets rid of a standby token. Not that he's moving anything in range of it this turn or next. I think you go after the purple boys here. Uh-oh, somebody's saying Boba's competitive. No, TTS is a perfectly designed, well-balanced game system with a mod community who can do no wrong. All right, we got some Yellow Fleet troopers. Looks like one of them's going to peek their head out. Be some heavy cover there, I guess. Sandbags light cover. Looks like there's still a tank or two to go here. What? Why would you put Bosk in a lat? Why am I going to drop anything besides Vader out of a lat? Hey now. I don't know. I'm looking into BattleTech currently as my next mini system of choice. And we got a tank firing into the yellow squad of fleets. 4 dice, 4 hits, -1 for cover. And spinning a dodge. Save 1, take 1. Okay. Oh, that's awesome, Patrick. Well, unfortunately, Florf, he took a shot. He didn't take a standby. But I agree with you on the standby. So you can pop Luke when he rears his head here in just a second. Unfortunately, it's a mistake on B's part. He had to use jump to get down. So he can't use jump to get up. Oof. Horrible joke. Horrible joke. So bad that I don't know that I can torture y'all with that. You're right, Space Viking. You're so very right. Luke got dropped off last turn. Still almost in his deployment zone. I mean, just me. I would have probably turned 2, drop Luke off over here. over here somewhere. That's just me. So that's outside of range 1. Two minis are gone out of the fleet. Yellow fleet's over here. The whole reason why I'm looking at BattleTech is I found some minis that look pretty cool and I wanted to paint them. And I kind of just wanted to go ahead and go the full Monty if I've I mean, let's be real, I'm surprised Shiv even survived the bus flip. What kind of crazy Luke shenanigans are we going to get here? Moving base to base with this unit. We're into base with the terrain. The glow stick lights up. And does he throw his harpoon and go, get over here? Or what? I think that's what I'm going to do. That's the next force push alt art. It's a picture of Scorpion yelling, get over here. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. And I can't say that I blame Luke for bailing well before the bus flip. Alrighty. I don't know if displacing the sniper squad. Well, no, displacing the sniper squad's not the best of ideas right here for Beez. Looks like a little bit of clock mismanagement there by Dr. Huge. Looks like he's going for the shot in purple, or he's going after the Pathfinders here. Um, I think so. I'd have to go run the dice. Izzy, I brought it up. I'm leaving that between them at this point. I'm not sure what the stream rules are on that, if I'm supposed to interfere or not. I can agree with that, and from here on out, I am staying out of their game chat. There we go. Got that fixed. Yeah, looks like we're waiting on a judge call. I do not think I have a judge in chat at the moment. Uh, Give me just a second, guys. Can anybody go back and clip something from the last 5 minutes or so? That would be awesome. Um, I was trying to, but it will not let me. Nope. I can't clip it. That's the problem I'm running into. I can't go back and clip it, and I don't want to stop the stream and let it go. I think the players are going to make a decision between those, and that's the ruling for it, I guess. It will, and I apologize. I have goofed as a streamer. I won't do it again, though. That's for sure. Yep. Uh, for those wondering, where it's about the hour 50 mark in the clip. So whatever happens right here has been agreed upon by the players, and they're going to let it go. Might be something worth clipping and bringing up over in a video topic for sure. Now I can see Beez going back to the original shot of the purple squad here, or the Pathfinders. The players came to an agreement that it was a legal move between the pair of them, and that's what they're going with. B's gonna unload an AAT into some Pathfinders here. Those tanks are oppressively bright because the texture's never loaded in for them. And that'll be some light cover Pathfinders. Seven dice, 4 hits and a surge. Spins an aim. Goes for the jackpot. Full house. All 7 hits. 7 dice, 1, 2, 3 blank. Leaves Bistion and a unit leader. Or the Bistion and 1. Yeah, the Pathfinders are just equally as bright. So now we're starting to see some mini loss on the board for I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minis down for Dr. Huge here, and Beez is still full health on everything. End of the round on round 3. Let's double check our clock situation. 42 to 48 in favor of Dr. Huge, having a little more time left on the clock. Still playing at a reasonable clip. Beez is somewhere that's on a really good internet service. Seeing some pretty low pings. We got Mechanized, Incursion, and Push. Alright, start dragging out order tokens here. B's going to put another round on the house. I think that's what I'm going to start calling the B1 order chain. Rounds on the house. Is it? It was 2 minis down. Unorthodox tactician only passing out a single aim this go around. She's not being as unorthodox as usual. Passing it to the blue rebel troopers over here. Looks like there's going to be another DLT shot heading to an AAT. Probably to plink off armor. Snipers with an order token. Both AATs with order tokens, both AATs with a name. Beez looking for a sniper shot on the rip. Looking for the boys up top. There it is. Another round of the TTS order token roulette. Brought to you by the 82nd Legion, home of the 82nd Legion drinking game. Now that we have a squad's worth of minis off the board, let's take a shot. Normal. Yeah. What's normal in the current meta? Space Viking. Let's start with that. Uh, Armor is so prevalent everywhere except Empire, and even then, you're starting to see Vader lat, or lat's starting to come into favor. So everything is you're starting to see a lot of anti-armor skew. We've got the anti-armor. Okay, anybody who's bringing 6 ion snows, I owe a shot to. Actually, I owe them a whole bottle because you're not. Yeah, I mean, I could see double T-47's its own Double T-47's pretty cruel in its own right. All right, Beez throwing a couple of dice here. He's got looks like one showing up after. Right now, you're either with Rebels. You're either Mandos or you've got a bus of some sort in your list. Uh, I really think that all the fur has some potential teething. Bring on the triple tauntauns, triple Wookiees, triple rebels with medbots, and whatever commander you gotta have. And it looks like the double move to block the middle has begun. Uh, does not look like Florf is with us. ATST is either a godsend or a piece of paper mache, and it crumbles like it is such. I had a buddy of mine. We loaned him enough stuff to go play in a regional, and what does he play? Triple FD cannons, and I get paired against him on round one. Three turns later, he shredded my ATST, but I'd shredded Sabine and a whole bunch of troopers as well. You see, I hadn't tried the Rocket Mandos with the Mark II fire support yet. I could see the potential in it. All right, I guess they're seeing about the bus and something about the bus. Oh, and for all those Gav Tank players that complained about the base, you should have been a Rebel instead. We seem to be navigating it just peachy. It's very possible. But the thing is with Rock is it's a one-shot wonder. Unlike the captain. Cheers. Bottom up. Pinkies out. All right, Beez getting some snipers out of dodge here. Look at that Skittles colored horde. And I think he's going to try and peek a shot at some fleets over here. Maybe the one. So let's sniping at Luke. I see two. Luke saves it. Texas suppression. That's the reason why my gaff tank got set up on. And Beez loses a mini out of the strike team here. That could be huge later on. But looks like there's going to be a medbot close by to get revived. Go ahead and move out of squad of B1s here and probably return fire into red. Nope, not going to make it. Going to be short, probably. That's a maybe shot. Alright. Just outside. Critical. Busted keyword. So I had 4 packs of the Droid Specialist. I've built 2 and can't decide what to do with the other 2. Build them or sell them. Problem is I missed out on the B2s on the second restock, and I'm short 2 B2s from having 3 B2 hats. True story. Well, I'm going to leave you guys with a ballet of red and blue hands. and I am going to step away for just a moment. And just like that, we're back. Got a Dodge token being handed out here. Everybody needs a Dodge. Everybody needs a Dodge. Beez moving up some B1s here. Prepping the Horde to do Horde Rat stuff. There we go. Alright. It's going to come down to who dives on the middle first and survives. Speeder truck having a couple of wounds on it already leaves it as at the disadvantage versus Beez here. But the center point is small enough that any of these vehicles can cover it and nobody else can touch it. And we got another sniper shot, or oh, this is B1 shot for suppression into Luke. And as far as clock management goes, Beez become a little slower this go around. And is lost. He's behind about 8 minutes on the clock currently. All right, we got the Rebel Commander here, stepping out passing out of dodge and stepping up. And the next 2 turns are either going to be bloody as all get out, or it's everybody making a mad dash to a KP. Speaking of, what did Beez choose as his safe KP? Dr. Huge is going to be running over here to challenge for the wall. And we got a tank to A5 shot here. For 3, spend an aim for the reroll. Fishing for a crit. Full house. 2 crits with impact 2, 2 blanks, 4 wounds on the truck. So the truck is sitting at half health. Okay. I like the fact that he colored the barricade in. I seen the marker way over here on the other end. Definitely helps the old streamers out. I have to kind of dig that on key position games. Alright, we got another unit of rebel troopers here. Looks like they're going to step up and try and be heroes instead of zeros. Real men of genius. Today we salute you, Mr. AA5 driver. Your recklessness abandonment leaves others cowering in fear as they pick up their white defense dice to see if they died. So crack one open and have a drink on me. We salute you, Mr. Reckless AA5 driver. Howdy, Size. How you doing this evening? Snipers rolling, doing some work. 3 defense dice. There's a blank. Shooting at Luke. There's Luke's order token. Going for the rally roll. Saves 2, leaves 2 behind. They're playing on the beta mod. And in real life, my local game store had like 6 of them on the shelf. And of which I bought 2. Alright, we got Luke fixing to do some kind of, is he going to swing into an AA5 here? The beta mod has the lat as well, from what I understand. And yep, Tenacity is online. 7 or 6 dice, or it's 7 black and a red for 8 die total. Still a good little chunk of change. For those playing along at home, it is shot number 4 of the 82nd Legion drinking game. I'm only about 3 behind where I figured I'd be this point in the game. Is Tenacity actually active here? Yep. Got 2 wounds on Luke here. And time to play the A5 position game once more. Good old TTS, making things possible / impossible since the beginning of time. Don't worry, hang out long enough and we'll get the real Mini Genius TTS developer. Or maybe I'll save that for the next stream. Not that I'm aware of yet, but that could easily be proxied. I've said it time and time again, as long as you're having fun, it don't matter. Proxy it if you want. I have a local at the store. He's dying to get Yoda on the table. So I've 3D printed a mini and gave it to him and printed out a Yoda card with burst of speed and the other one that it needs. All right, Luke swinging for 3 crits, 2 hits, 2 surges. Got 1 blank. Looks like he's grabbing a surge. Going for the reroll. And turns that into a full house. And A5 saved quite a bit there. Does not surge. So he winds up taking 3. So Luke got a third of its health off in one swing there. Now, since the tanks are touching, does it ignore the piece of terrain between? Is the tank considered a piece of terrain to be ignored? And then a force pull to put somebody in melee to not take return fire. Beez bringing a couple battle droids up. And it has reached 1 o'clock because my... Yeah, Pierce. Forgot about that. So that's half a AAT down in one swing. Greatest thing I ever did for my workshop was put all my lights on a timer. Because I know once I've reached about 1 o'clock that I should really probably call it a night and go to bed. Not tonight. Not with a game like this on the board. I'm going to try. The only way this night gets better is the cats sealing up the deal. And the current situation is if the Cats win the series, they're third, and then it's between Relentless and 5280, I think, for fourth. All right, we had some B1s move over here. Missed a huge. Trying to figure out which core unit he's wishing to activate here. Looks like it's going to be the yellow guys. And I would just like to say, let's make fleets great again. They never was bad, just underutilized. Double move fleets, trying to get them out to the center. I don't think there's much that can shoot at them this go around. So Luke's in a real tricky situation that he's engaged with a unit. Does he swing on the tank or does he knock the sniper squad offline? Beez firing 4 red off into the AA5. Looks like he's going to have 2. And the dice gods have failed yet again on the AA5. But it's white dice and they're not supposed to roll pain anyway. And that is the end of the AA5. And turn 4 about to be going into turn 5. And Beez has now wiped off the full squad of fleet troopers. That barrage keyword coming in clutch right there. Rally roll fails it. So it looks like it's single action Pathfinders. Get some B1 stepping up to cover the middle here. Well, it looked like it was. Actually running him over towards his own KP with a dodge. Dr. Huge grabs a core token out of the bag. Looks like it's going to be the Mark II, who's going to take a reposition and a move to get a little better position here. And it's just a better position. All right, Beez grabs a B1, starts bringing them forward. All right, Dr. Huge has grabbed yet another core token, going for the fleets in orange. And time to play a game of Runaway. That particular side of the building has not been favorable to him this game. At least they get to watch their counterparts die a barrage of AAT fire. But there we go, grabbing the speed 2. Runaway. Clear a barricade. And Beez looks like he's activating his last unit of B1s. Bringing them up closer to keep his chain cohesive. Alright, with A5 out of the picture, if Luke kills the blue tank, or the one north on the screen, the teal tank can get on center and it probably won't die. We'll most likely see a Son of Skywalker out of Dr. Huge here. One attack into the commandos and the second attack into the tank. And then again, I could almost see Beez playing the 2-pip air support card. What do we got? Full of surprises and ambush. So I definitely missed the command card. Full of surprises. Luke Skywalker gains a dodge while defending. He rolls a number of additional white defense dice equal to his courage value minus the number of suppression tokens. Luke's I'm gonna live just a touch longer card. How many? He's just got a suppression on him now. Beez passing out another round of drinks on the house. Did Beez get his sniper model back at the end of the turn? Or did he finally lose it? Nope, he got it back. Oh, he got it back and got to reposition it as well. You know, I wouldn't be opposed against a displacement here. Alright, looks like we're retreating a AAT here. Everything he can shoot here is going to be in cover. And then next turn, double move either one of them to jump on center. So he took a standby. Okay. Aim standby or move standby out of the tank. Dr. Huge. Looking at which core unit he's about to activate here. Yeah, well, pretty sure a strike team dies right here in melee. Trying to figure out where he's going to send the purple squad. You can see just a sliver of the tank. So it looks like the tank will have heavy cover here. So the tank takes a wound. So the tank is 2/3 of its health is wasted here. Just about like your captain. Alright, Beez grabs core unit token. And bringing some B1 up in front of the tank that's pretty well about had it this round. Dr. Huge is behind on the activation count by just he's down 2 activations with a unit of fleets and the bus being down, and Beez has a stack of wounds on a tank to the tune of 4. Okay. And then the other tank has a wound on it. Some 2 wound. Okay. Bees laying down another suppression. There's a lot of recovered health from droids due to the worker droids. And the Viper recon droid. Beez has pulled a special forces token. Getting a couple of droids up here, slightly better shot or position. Getting base contact with that piece of terrain so he can ignore it. And take a no cover shot into some rebel troopers of some variety. Going after the red squad, which is unactivated at the current moment. Give them a shake, give them a roll. 3 hits, here we go. And lose 2, save 1. So the rebel vets down to the heavy, in the unit leader. Going for the rally. Misses the rally. Double checking range. Man, I'd be inclined to take an aim and shoot right here, potentially wipe the strike team off the board. Instead, we're going to move. So while browsing the local 5 and dime store the other day, or thrift reseller, used bookstore, I stumbled upon a Bluetooth speaker that wasn't much bigger than a quarter. And once I laid everything out flat, or got it cut apart and laid out flat, I'm going to put the whole Bluetooth speaker in my AA5. Charge port and all. Now if I can just put another one in Sweet Tooth, it'd be alright. Yeah, it could be a card issue on that one, Krugar. Lists that are posted in this are... Ooh, there we go. There's a crit showing through. No save. Wound on a purple unit. Now down to 3. I'm trying to play catch up to Beez. Let me be. Speaking of, it's about time for shot number 5 in the 82nd Legion drinking game. Yeah, he's used 3 or 4 on the med bots. Turn 5 or turn 6 is going to be interesting. Going to fire Pathfinders into the better off tank for nothing. Shooting a big giant thing, can't get through armor. Clock management wise, Beez is down about 10 minutes. Could be impactful here. Could not be. Alright, we're going to take this Special Forces unit going into the purple squad. Ouch. For 1. Saves it. Stack of suppression. Won't be long before there'll be suppression deep to the knees. Alright, orange fleets. Time for you boys to step up and do some work. Step up or step out. They're stepping up. Double move to be prepared for the bum rush on the last turn. Yep, up to the height of the silhouette. Alright, we got some Rebel Troopers stepping up. I can definitely see a shot being fired after this move. DLT-20 with a full squad. This will be 4 black, 5, 6 black, and a white. Average hits 3.3 before surge. Oh, wow. How about 1? That was painful. Dr. Huge grabbing a core token. I don't see any core units that hasn't activated yet here. It's the Mark II. Alright, Mark II gonna reposition, step out, double move. Beez grabs a unit of B1s, dodge standby activation. It's a good way to save some clock there. Try to let Dr. Huge even it up. Rolls a rally dice, fails. Luke's going to disengage, jump over into the other tank, and see if he can't put some wounds in on it. Nope. Luke's going into some B1s here. Oh, where is he going? Yeah, it is. Armor in real life is kind of weird. Uh, my local is ate up with lat at the current moment. At least from what I see getting played on the tables. Uh, I have double bus, uh, FD laser cannon, and an ATRT that I want to put on a table in the near future. I'm thinking that's what he's going to do. And if that's the case, he effectively blocks that tank from touching center, which has the other tank blocked as well. And the only way that to do anything here would be next turn. Disengage B1s and then displace Luke. And Beez having order control, he can do just about anything he wants. Alright, let's see what the dice say. Got 6 dice going into Luke for 2. Can only spend a dodge on one of them. No, can't spin the dodge. High velocity. I do believe. Luke should easily save out of this and blanks the roll. Takes one. So that puts Luke at 4 health left. Second shot with an aim. Blanks into blanks. Luke spin the second dodge. Saves one. I think it's what he needed to save right there. So the unit leader is right here between the two and is beyond a speed 1 move of Luke. So the force pull into Luke will not happen this go around. So you got one right here, and then the rest of them are coherent on just the outskirts of the range 1 bubble. All right, got some rebel troopers here. Looks like they're fixing to. Nope, we're going to shoot at the Mark II here, potentially wipe it off the board. 4 red. Oh, roll that beautiful beam footage for 3. Three wounds and a suppression onto the Mark II. Hey, we might accidentally get to drinking here around 6. All right, Luke's swinging into AAT for 1. Oh, for 3. AAT saves 1, saves none, takes 3. Sitting at 4, about half health. Neither tank is. Both tanks have wounds. 4 on north, 6 on south. And don't think that's legal on the force pull on those guys. Nope, that was a legal enemy trooper unit at range 1, and that unit was definitely at range 1, but should have been based off unit leader on that speed 1 move. Yeah, Beez is up quite a bit right here. Yeah, he is down 3 acts, 4 acts, because he was behind one from the rip. AA5, the Rebel Troopers with the DLT, and the Yellow Fleets are all unfortunately unfortunate victims of Beez's droid horde. Getting some double move action in here to potentially put shots in on something. Next turn. Beez currently doesn't have a single mini off the board. There's a bunch of wound tokens over here, but there's no minis off the board. So that worker droid pulled a wound off the tank. The other tank's sitting at 4, a tank at 3. Both worker droids are used and abused. Thank you, phone. Congratulations, Discord. You're an absolute wonder of society. Thank you, technology. Thank you, old school speakers. It's going to be close. Definitely going to be close. Alright, Beez taking a shot on some rebel troopers here and wipes everything but the leader out. Alright, Beez already down with a command card. Take a brief review of minis lost. Dr. Huge, 3 members of that rebel squad, full fleet, full rebel troopers is down. This squad's down to unit leader. Pathfinder's down 2 minis. AA5 is a dead duck. Beez. Nothing. Blue tank is sitting at 4 wounds. Green tank or teal tank is sitting at 3. Beez passing out a round of drinks to the boys. And it was Push versus Full of Surprises, or Son of Skywalker, which is exactly what we figured. Uh, so Beez's last 3 activations here should probably be B1 tank. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Clock situation is a 4-minute split. Beez down by 4. The good news is this is turn 6. And we're going to get a rebel trooper going for the cover on the middle with a dodge. Leroy has appeared. See, this is where Beez could use the gonna take a 5 die shot, reroll 2, stacks his suppression on him, putting him in light to heavy cover. Heavy. Alright, orange fleets. Have you had your fleeties today? Double move, touch the center. Alright, so we need an emplacement trooper to pretty much evaporate here. But the white dice have not been favorable to Beez here. Beez going to shoot the red guys that hasn't activated yet. There's a crit, so stacking the suppression on them at least. Looks like he's picked up the emplacement troopers. So the emplacement isn't going for the objective. It's going to shoot the BX strike team off the board for 2. Rerolls, adds a crit. Beez needs to save 2 here for the squad to live. Saves all 3. That's rough. Well, now that the emplacement's gone, the emplacement means nothing. Yeah, I definitely agree. Move standby and then probably take another move on the standby to the center. They probably are. I'm not reminding anybody of anything. The boys are on their own. Alright, so we got Pathfinders. Time for them double move onto the point, just so they can be displaced here in just a minute. The Luke B1 tank situation up here is going to be the game determining her. Alright, we got a squad of B1 stepping up. Clock probably isn't going to matter at this point. Just to make sure that there was bodies on the middle point there, or on B's safe spot. Double move activation out of the vets here to get to the middle. Beez bringing a strike team out. I'm going to shoot something off the point. Looks like the red rebel vets. 4 dice, a swing for 2 minus just 2. Saves 1. And looks like we're getting a Luke activation here. I probably would have moved those snipers out that way, just so he couldn't force pull back into them. And they're currently talking it over on Huge's clock. Luke needs to be engaged with 2 units here to stop. To stop Beez. Because this squad of B1s hasn't went yet. They're talking something out heavily here. Heavy enough that they needed to pause the clocks. No, this unit of BX doesn't have an order token because they was outside of the chain. You've got, there's Luke, that's the B1 token. I mean, odds of killing Luke here aren't very good. Not with a bunch of white dice on melee out of these boys. That's right, Sean. Some of that sweet, sweet double AAT action. It was double AAT versus AA5 speeder truck up Luke. And I want to thank everybody that's hanging out with us this late in the evening. Yeah, I've got a fan running. It's a wee bit warm. Force pull. I mean, currently there's no place to put them in melee. Luke would have to disengage from the B1s to engage the BX droids, which where they're currently at, Son of Skywalker's active, could kill a tank. That better, Patrick? I don't know if there'd be enough room depending on where he engages it at. I think there's still more than a speed 1 move away from Luke. Currently. Yeah, if Luke doesn't kill a tank here, it's a totally different story. For everybody that's been hanging out with me since the beginning, all 3.5 hours, congratulations. You've missed one well of a game. Seeing what a judge call is here. So it looks like a withdrawal is considered a move action. So the BXs have an escape path. Alright. You can't withdraw and engage in the same unit in melee. Alright, we got a Luke swinging for 5. Beez is going to lose 4 here, leaving the tank on 2. Second attack. Is 5 crits. Whoa. Probably the end of this tank. And it is. So Luke killed the tank. Now what's he going to pull in melee with him? Because he can only pull one or the other, but not both. There's nothing else close enough to... Alright, so these guys can withdraw on the move. On the AI. activate. Grabs the speed 1 range, the speed 1 movement tool. Disengages Luke. And the B1 should double move. They've had Luke's suppression stacked somewhere else. Yeah, sending them that way is perfectly fine. Double move, get out of dodge. Get out of the way, boys. Big Pappy coming through. And looks like the tank's going to cover the middle. And good game. Beez wins. And check and see if we're going to get a post game out of it.
Maybe I just try to shoot everything of his off the point. Like, that was an option too.
Right, yeah. I think everything I fired for the first few rounds on the tanks was just said nope.
Yeah, I mean, it was little ones, like ones and twosies, but yeah, it was like, nah.
It was like 10 straight saves at least.
Yeah, those tanks were like, nah, I'm good, man.
Yeah, I'm like, sure, maybe if he had surges on you, but you only have aggressive tactics, which is like, what? So,
Guys, that was a killer game.
Hey, thanks, man.
That was a blast to call on my end.
I don't know how exciting it was, because for the first 3 turns, we basically did nothing. I mean, we were just like, I'll move a little bit and pass.
I'd planned on taking a shot for every core unit that died, and you guys didn't let y'all guys did not deliver my expectations of a bunch of death.
we
So
lost
I had to.
2, 3
I made
clones.
do. I started taking a shot for every 2 minis that died. Oh. At the end, what was there? There was a bunch of talk going on in chat about Luke, and the shenanigans he could pull here to possibly keep the tank from jumping to the middle.
So the idea was, I couldn't remember if AI lets you disengage fully, and if it didn't, they'd be locked in melee, and they'd block the tanks from coming in because you can't displace a melee.
Right.
But you can because those snipers didn't have a order on them, but AI grants you the move off.
Yeah, with withdrawal.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was we had to pause there for a second or two to double check that because if I couldn't withdraw, I was I don't know if I was sunk, but I was my hope would be shooting off all those activations.
Yeah, it would have been near
Yeah.
GG.
And like not killing those vets when like those vets started saving just enough at the end to make it.
Yeah.
And that was rough.
Let's see here. Izzy asking how many units was touching the back blue barricade. The answer was 3.
Yep. 3, and I could have gotten a 4th because I had another sniper over here that hadn't activated yet.
Yeah. But 3 was enough to win the point.
Yeah,
Oh,
if I would have set that way, it would have been a losing battle.
I thought
I tried to fake it. I tried to fake it, right? So I had him pull everybody down there a little bit. But the idea was to set up for shots on the tank, but I couldn't quite survive. And all my shots on the tank were just like bouncing off the entire game, man. Like anytime I got crits or whatever, it was like the tank just saved. I was just starting to cry.
Yeah.
And you honestly, up until when Luke got up to the tank, you were not rolling natty crits either. Like you'd throw Biston dice and get like, well, that's 3 hits. So
yeah, Biston had 2 aims and got 1 damage available, and the tank saved it. It was like, God damn it.
Yeah. That was rough. Because that would have knocked the tank down on action at that point, which probably would have helped.
Yeah, I mean, then he has to decide whether he's going to repair the ion or repair the damage, right? And then that helps keep. It repairs the ion, then it gets more damage in the tank. Helps me get them down. So yeah.
So I was looking at this map before we played, and I had like 2. I was either going to park the tanks, kind of like how I did, or park one tank on like this side over here, and the other on this side. And in hindsight, I wish I would have done that because my tanks basically ran into each other and were stuck. And I was spending I couldn't move forward how I wanted to because I'm a bad pilot of hats.
Well, only one way to become a better pilot, and that's to do it. Did you remember that emplacements could not be displaced?
I didn't want to put him that far forward because he's already on 3 wounds. He'd have been dead so long ago. Like he was a target. He was a target like by snipers, by the tanks before. I mean, I think if he gets on there, then the snipers just shoot him and he's dead.
Right. Makes sense.
Also, I didn't think his tank had the full distance to get all the way exactly on top like it is. Like, it is perfectly on top. I thought it would have been at an angle. And if an emplacement's on there, it's blocking a whole lot of space of everybody else touching it. That was my original thought. So just by looking at it, I was like, all right, I think he's going to be on the back side of it with a slight angle, and the guys in front should be fine. So if I can keep this area open, I think I'll be okay. That was the idea, but he was able to get on top of it like perfectly.
Yep.
Good old Luke Cook special.
Doesn't matter how you win it as long as you win it.
Well, hey man. So first of all, great game, man. This was fun. This was enjoyable, and awesome season with the Toms. I mean, you guys did freaking great. I think you're going to end up, 5th, depending on what happens with Relentless?
Something like that. Yep. So, it was a good season. It's cool to be in the champion circle, so. Yeah. Next year.
Tell you, I had a ton of fun getting beat up by Germans and Luke Cook and the Biths this year so far.
Yep.
I mean, let's be real. Most everybody's gotten their teeth kicked in by the Germans or the Biths.
I mean, I think it's a pretty clear who the top favorites for the single limbs part are going to be.
Yeah, definitely going to see some 1 versus 2. I don't know. There's a chance 3 and 4 can pull some upsets because they're getting a second crack at it.
Well, hey, thank you guys. Thank you for streaming, Captain. Thank you for the game. Appreciate it, man.
Not a problem. Appreciate it, guys. With that being said, this is the captain. That was Beez. Huge was hanging out with us still. Till next time, we'll see you later. We're out.